What's up, everybody? How's your Tuesday going this morning? It's a beautiful day for early November. I left the dock this morning at 6. It was 40 degrees out, I don't want to say frost, but it was a little icy on my boat. I came out of the river and I threw stick baits down by the bridge for about 15 minutes before I went out. Up in the shallows right there, I had one walleye on and it come off. That was it in there. The wind wasn't blowing first thing this morning. About 15 minutes after the sun came up, that northwest wind started blowing, and she's blowing pretty hard out there. It's blowing 15 to 20. Not as hard as yesterday, but 15 to 20 all day long. Surface temp out in the main lake was 54 degrees. So with this fluctuation of warm and cold for the last 2 weeks, the water temp really hasn't moved anywhere at all. It's staying right in that kind of prime time range, and I know the fishing has been really good in certain places for certain people. Last week was tough. I didn't have the boat all week. I don't really have, like, right now I feel like I should be farther ahead than what I am, given it's the first week in November, and I don't have a program right at the moment. This morning I fished 5 spots. I ran all the way out to Wantry and fished the northwest corner of that, back and forth, like 2 or 3 drifts. I marked some fish, but not a ton. The only thing I could catch was perch for the longest time this morning. I went over off the Wantry Pinnacle and kept catching perch, and there was a lot of good ones. I mean, I had a dozen fish today, dozen perch that were probably 10 to 12 inches in that range. Big, chunky, solid looking males. I caught 2 short walleyes over there, and that was my day. That was the second spot I fished, and I fished 3 more spots after that and never had a touch. Everything this morning was on that moonshine shiver minnow, the smaller size. That was the one I had. There was 2 of them. One was purple and chartreuse, and one was chartreuse white belly with a red nose. Out there by the islands, that water looked dirty, like it was really riled up. Farther in the west end here, it seemed pretty clear. But they seem to be in and around that dirty water and around the upwind side of the structure. But I fished it and fished it and fished it, and it got to be late, and I just couldn't get them to go, and I wasn't seeing piles of them. And a lot of those perch I was catching out in the beginning of a drift. Sorry, not a drift, a cast. Out in the beginning of a cast. And it just didn't happen for me today. Like I say, I caught a few fish, but it wasn't great. We had barely anything yesterday. Sunday up to Henderson, we didn't do anything. Saturday morning I caught some fish down on the east end, but they were all shorts. Friday out with my buddy Tony Delamort, we had a few. We were onto something good. He went back out, and that was over by 129. So it just, every day is a new day. I'm going to be back out in the morning, and I'm going to keep looking, and I'll find them and I'll catch them. But it's a little frustrating right now, and positivity doesn't trump human emotions all the time, and I've been a little wound up these last couple days because my buddy was up, and fishing had been pretty good, and I wanted him to have a good day. And hey, he caught his first walleye and finally broke the ice, but it was the only walleye we caught yesterday. I mean, it's crazy. Yes, we were fighting really, really, really bad conditions on the first day of a big northwest blow, but I thought it was going to be better, and it wasn't, and I thought today was going to be better, and it wasn't, and I get disappointed sometimes. My expectations, though, it's your expectations you got to watch for, and I'm speaking from experience on that. Expectations are the thief of joy. Remember that. I didn't come up with that, but I heard it, and I say it to myself all the time. I try not to let my expectations get out of control, because when they do, it rarely lives up to what the expectation is. So, all right, this one's quick. I hope everybody has a great day. It's beautiful out. It's supposed to be gorgeous all this week. So we'll give it hell again tomorrow morning. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Love you guys. Keep your tip up. Have a great day.